Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Berserk2552 Stardust coming to you with what? It's a new video, probably since Substitute was legal, which God knows how long that was. But yeah, I'm finally getting back into posting up videos and such, and sorry for the delay, guys, or this long ass delay, because I had school. Even though I was going to be a sophomore this year, and now I'm going to be a junior. Just school kept getting in my way, and sports, just anything else that I was doing, and I just got sidetracked from doing all this. I got my phone switched like probably 2 or 3 times now, and that was basically my way to record videos and such, which was shit quality to begin with, but I still tried to put up with it, and it was basically a bad idea. But anyways, like my first new video since forever ago, and it's going to be a deck profile on Formula Monarchs. And it's sort of a standard build except a couple switches I made to the deck, but I'll get to that later. And I still think it's one of the top decks in this format right now. Even like besides Six Sams, which everyone's on its nuts, Sabers, Gravekeepers, and all this stuff, and that new fairy shit that's gonna come out. But anyways, I've been playtesting this deck for a little bit, or for quite a while now, and I still like it. I don't really have much of a problem against anything, especially if I actually like made a side deck, and yeah, I don't have it because everything's all out of whack. But anyways, if I side deck like pretty good against one of the top decks, or just like a standard thing, or a standard build, then this deck would be fine against it. But before I start ranting on, let's just get to the deck. But for the monsters, let me adjust this. Triple Caius, best Monarch out there right now. And I think pretty much forever. Just all I can really say is best Monarch out there. Triple Ryza, just it's another good Monarch just to spin annoying synchros, or just this big monsters just to try and like push for game and such, and it's good. Double Lad, I really like this guy. He's helped me in a lot of tight situations when I'll just go Treeborn Fishborg and they have to waste like their whole hand just to get over it. And even if I have sorry about that, the annoying noise if you hear that again. But anyways, just to get like a bunch of cards out of their hand just to try and get his attack down low enough, and by that time I normally have like a Monarch in hand or in grave, and I can already special summon that, and they sometimes can't attack over it. So Lad's just a really good MVP in the deck. 2 Dark Dust. This is one of the changes I made from 1 to 2 because of so many of just annoying ass 6 Samurais going around, and any deck that basically swarms, this guy just says no, like enough is enough. Because one was okay, but after getting my ass handed to me by 6 Sams, just like I said, enough was enough. So I tried to make some space for it, and I managed to cut it down from 42 to 40. And excuse me. Yeah, it's just once Treeborn hits the grave and they try and just push for game, and say if I have like a Battle Fader in hand, just drop that even though I have Treeborn, and I just kill their whole field, and they can't really do a thing about it because they wasted their whole hand just to try and push for game. So he's an awesome card. Double Mobius with just back row hate. That's basically it. If the summon's not stopped, you just back row hate. Now as the tributes for the normal monsters, triple Battle Fader. Just this deck can be ran, but not good without this guy because he just stops OTKs and big pushes. Triple Swap Frog. I think he's a lot more consistent at 3, just returning himself and just dumping something to the grave, like Treeborn, Rodent Toad, and all that stuff. And I know people don't run it at 2, but some people used to. But yeah, and like the last one of the, I think this is my last tech, was the triple Treeborn Frog. And I know like 99.999 and 9% of Formula Monarchs, Frog Monarchs, or Tengu Monarchs. Whenever deck just runs Monarchs, we'll just run just 2 Treeborns. But I made the switch to 3 because for some reason, no matter who I play or no matter what deck I play against, sometimes when I was running it at 2, I couldn't find or get him into the grave fast enough, into my hand fast enough to ditch with Swap Frog or 1-for-1 it or Foolish Burial it or anything. So I'm like, screw this, let's just try it at 3. And with like all your tributes, you'll bound to hit a Treeborn off sooner or later. So I really like him at 3 right now. So that's good. Double Fishborg. Since I was running the 2 Treeborn and 1 Fishborg, I decided to just do a 1-for-1 and just add 1 for each, and it still works fine. Since, like I said, a little bit more fast and consistent enough. And once you get both those guys in the grave, just Formula Synchron for 3 turns. So it's really good. 1 Sangan basically searches, I think, the majority, or I think all of your small monsters, just except your tributes. And yeah. 1 Rodent Totem, just to remove like a Swap Frog or a useless Treeborn if you ever had to do that. And just tribute off for a Monarch or go for Lad. 1 Effect Veiler. I only run 1 because 1, I only have 1, and 2, it still works fine at 1, even if you just pitch it for its effect or just sync with it because it's a 1-star tuner. And still like an overall good card. Stops like in mirror match. It stops like the Bogart full helm or not full helm twice. Full troll. Stop Kageki so they don't go into OTK mode for a turn. Then you can actually start doing stuff. So yeah, 1 global just for if I were to take out anything for a second Effect Veiler, because I most likely would run 2, would probably be him. He's good for being a 1-star tuner all and milling, but I think I'd probably get more used to like negating effects and just doing some more syncing. And last for the monsters is Gores. Just they think they have you, all your faders are gone. GC's just like, no, fuck you. So Gores has always overall been great. That's all for the monsters. Spells, triple Soul Exchange. Just probably like one of the best cards in the deck, besides like, or at least spell wise, just to get like rid of Stardust, Xian if he hasn't negated already. Just any annoying crap, and you just +1 off a Monarch, unless they like go Solemn Warning if they just have the nuts. Triple Enemy Controller, or actually should I say Brain Control, especially when you have Treeborn engraved. Just, and say you have like standby phase, and they have a Stardust, just tribute the Treeborn, take the Stardust, and since it's still your standby phase, Treeborn like just comes back anyway. Ditch for Fishborg, sync formula +1, then sync with their Stardust. So yeah, and you can do a bunch of other stuff with just the tributing and syncing and stuff. 2 MST, because you don't really have that much back row hate with this deck. Like, okay, you have like 2 Mobiuses, 2 MSTs, and a True Nade. So a lot of people like to side it, but I'd rather main it, just since you don't really run like any traps. You just run this just to get rid of their back row. So I like that. 1 Foolish, get your Treeborn, Fishborg, if you like just to dump a Swap Fog for Rodent Totem, Global, anything just to pitch to the grave. 1-for-1 to get the all the 1-star guys start sinking or attributing for plussing. 1 Pot of Avarice. I only liked it at 1 because I tried it at 2 on my one of my last builds, and most of the time I was just like pitching it for Fishborg or just mainly pitching it for this mainly that purpose, just because it would just keep getting clogged in my hand when I would only have like a few monsters engraved. So that was just useless. And I turned down to 1. It was more consistent and still worked fine, even though I only kept it at 1. And staples: True Nade, Dark Hole, Reborn. Staples. That's the deck. And now for the synchros. Oops, sorry about that. Triple formula, just MVP basically, or one of them in the synchro lineup. Armory Arm, Cataster, get off those just to Stardust to. Alright, sorry about that. To Stardust to Bryanak to. Who else is there? Scrap Dragon, anything annoying that's just in your way, and just bam. One Bryanak, just spin stuff, just still no broken synchro. Guyonite, Stardust Beater, basically. Black Rose. I don't use him that much, but he's still good as to keep in the extra deck, just because in case you don't really have like a Dark Dust to save you, or like anything like really, and you can somehow sink for 7, just nuke their field, and they have like no back row, you know that they don't have warning or judgment to stop it calling priority. He's still a Rogan. Double Stardust, awesome. Dark End. I haven't really been using or going for much as him much, because I'd rather like to go into like Stardust when I have like a formula or something, or like a better A-star, like a Scrap Dragon to pop their shit or something. But he's still good, even though it can only go like Caius and formula or Gores and Global. So, but he's still good. One Thought Ruler. Everyone like he's so like underrated nowadays. Like when he first came out, like he was just the brokes. But like a lot of people don't like really like to use him. But I like him in the matchups like against gadgets, because they basically target everything in their trap lineup. Well, except for counters, because he can't stop that. Like book, enemy controller, dimensional prison, just all that stuff that he can basically like negate, and I think GKs or something. I don't know. It's a bunch of other decks. Colossal Fighter, awesome beater, saved me against Kakuris around, and yeah. One Scrap Dragon, just like saves your life, just in tight spots. And one Shooting Star, and my 4 tokens, the awesome ones I have right now. So that was basically the deck, and I wish I could give up a side deck, but I formed it earlier, but I traded like a bunch of, or like I trade and sold like most of it to some of my friends that needed it. So I was like, okay, for sure, because I needed the cash. So basically that's it, guys. That's the deck. And comment, rate, and subscribe. And subscribe to shout outs to, I should have done this in the earlier video, but shout outs to Active X, I think, something like that. Check him out. He's like one of the best Asian guys you'll probably ever met or meet. And the Yellow Gadget, same thing goes to him. Dude, that guy's my dude. No homo. But yeah, this is Berserk 2552 Stardust. Peace.